Here's my power station now. Now, I've got the solar output right up there and a regulator on it. I've got the on and off switch for this inverter here. And I've got a fuse on here now. If you can see right there, it's a 200 amp fuse. I've got a pure sine wave inverter made by Time. It tells you your battery output and everything. It's pretty cool. Inexpensive, not very expensive at all. Reason why I've got two inverters is going to add another battery to this system. The battery is just set in there as a temporary type setup. Everything's around the battery. I mean, I could spread things out a little bit further if the battery wasn't set in there. We got the solar input right here. You could flip this on like that, and if you had solar, it would be coming in. I've got the 50 amp solar charger right there, and it has a breaker as well. I have a lot of disconnects on here, quick disconnects, emergency type setups. They can disconnect real quick, disconnect this real quick. I have to worry about unscrewing some bolts. I bought some of these terminals here. Every one of these are humongous. Should have got a smaller set. This wire right here, I bought 8 foot of this, and I'm going to replace this wire with a black one like this one. Right now, I've temporarily got this one hooked up to it, and there's no load on it. You can see my boxes that I used for mounting my screens and switches and so on. Hey, Astro. And Astro's down there at the end. Anyhow, so I turned both of these on at the same time just a minute ago. This is a modified sine wave. Run refrigerators and so on with that. Something, maybe drills, heaters, stuff like that. Something bulky. 1,000 watt on this one. Tells you how many watts there is right here. Why it keeps fluctuating. Anyhow. This is mounted right here with the space that I had. This switch is really cool right here. I can kill the whole setup with one switch. That way you don't have to worry about the inverters being energized unless you want them energized. You can turn this off as well. So the battery by itself is still on. It's got its own software in it to turn it on. It's still on. But everything that would be some sort of danger would be off. I have this pigtail right here for charging, and I decided not to incorporate this into the mix, but if you could see, it plugs directly into that, and with everything off and in the off position, I can hook this up and charge it, and it's pretty cool, I think. Now, yes, just saying that I got a real good tool from the Eagle Worthy ground mount. This little sucker's cool. I've used it on all the inverter lugs, and the lug that goes underneath here connects on this. So we're looking at a pretty hefty system. I'm going to add another battery to it. I can turn this off like that. And this also has a power button right there. We'll leave it off. I particularly like these things right here. Of course, this is what you do in a car. This one here has lugs and bolts on it. So this plywood here is a piece of scrap. I know when you spend all kinds of money on these rigs and such, I don't see any reason why to go out and buy plywood and stuff that you probably already have around the house. Just use that. I had found this piece of plywood on the side of the road, and this piece I'd bought for something else, and I glued this one on here. And if you'll see these screws right here, I could put those in, and then I cut off the ends and grinded them on my grinder back yonder. Got it nice and flat, just nothing to catch you. And put glue, wood glue on here. So this is glued on here. I'm going to mount that on the wall. This one will be facing outward at the top, upside down. But the reason why is we didn't have a lot of room and I had to put everything back this way. And I had to move this over so you can see where it originally was. And these, I'll show you this wire I got, man. Look at how it's getting very high. My wife thought this was pipes because it's so big. So you can cut that like butter with those cutters that come in this box right here. Cuts this thing like butter. I'm going to use one of these to replace that black one and make a little short black wire that will substitute this one. So I made this one. This was my first attempt in making a wire, and it come off of a battery charger that I had. It was messed up. It's got one of those jump start things in it, but I'm going to replace that. I'm going to keep this because it's a good wire. It's already made up good, solid. But if you're going to have something this bulky for this, might as well have something bulky for that. I got the lugs here. What I don't like about these lugs is these. I should have got one that was a smaller connector. These are this monster size. I have to wall things out to make them work. But anyhow, well, there it is. You call it my power lifeboat. I got a lead battery down here that I could actually tie into it. Be very careful on this. And a lot of people a lot smarter about this or have been doing this longer than me. But anyhow, there's a danger here. What the danger is let's just say you added another battery and you got it off, right? Now, if this is 100% charge and that battery is 49% charge, you run the risk of power. It's almost like water in a dam in here will rush to fill that other battery, and that can damage the circuits, damage the battery, damage a lot of things. So what you do is you'll charge this to 100% with this charger here, or one like it. And then you'll charge your other battery with this charger here, or one like it. Then you'll make sure that your connectors are connected, okay? And then when you turn on one battery, check its voltage and make sure it's 100%. And then when you turn on the other one, you don't have any problems. And then after that, they would be more like cells. Okay, a 12-volt cell here and a 12-volt cell there, which doubles the amps of the battery. Whatever the amps are, it doubles it. So you create a battery bank. Be very careful of that. I had a first-hand experience with that. I had this little lead-acid battery down here that was 75% charged, and I had a lightweight wire on it to hook it up, and it just burned that wire in two, man. It burned that sucker in two. So it rushed from this battery into that battery. And it didn't do any damage to this battery, thank goodness. It's going to do damage to that one. Everything seems to be all right. But anyhow. See, now I've got this in, I think I got this one at 100%. Now, this one here, I think I had it at 100% the other day. There's one wire hooked up to it, just in here. But when it's 100, hold on a second, it's 100% on that battery, and there's a little mark right there from when that wire melted. It didn't burn through anything. It scared the snot out of me. I should have took my time, paid attention to what I was doing. All right. A lot of equipment here. This was extremely inexpensive, and this right here was what, $70, I think it was. I'm on Amazon Prime, so everything's discounted big time, and then I get money back, and sometimes I end up with points. I can just buy things for free. I think I got this for free. Yeah, have to earn points. But anyhow, call it my power lifeboat. And my solar panels turned out really good. You can see right here, I'm charging this battery. Now, this battery is on. This circuit is off. This circuit's off, and this circuit is off. Green means on, so that's off. So everything's off, and you can see. So the only thing on is this just one connector, which makes a quick connector, and then I get to charge the battery. Pretty sure that it says it's green. A solid green means full charge. We'll just leave it like that.